I got this young lady that's going to get into how a lot of the women today look at men in the area of dating, and they wonder why a lot of men really don't want to get married at the same time. Let's go ahead and check this out.
And that is that I think women have materialized men way too much. The way men objectify women to just be their bodies, we've objectified men to just be their wallets, to just be money, what they can provide. And we've completely misconstrued the definition of a true provider. We've minimized it to a provider just being someone who funds our lifestyle, pays all the bills, and as long as he does that, he's a good provider. A true provider is going to give you stability. He's going to make you feel emotionally safe, all these, but not to get into that right now. I just think as women, we've literally done what men have done, and two wrongs don't make a right. It's now created this dating scene where everything is transactional. Everything. You give me this, I give you that. And it's to the point where a lot of women are now okay with this idea. Like, I'm okay with, you know what, he just pays for everything and I'm cool. That's why men take a woman on a date and he thinks he's owed something after.
Now, when a man sees that all you about is money, you're not about emotional connection, you're not about friendship, you're not about a relationship, it's what he can do for you, then yeah, you get into that transactional relationship. So if the man like, well, if I'm paying and you own some, prostitute type of action, well, shoot, I might well, hey man, I'm paying. Hey, I need something at the end of the night. That's why you get those reactions. You put yourself in the position of a prostitute when everything is about the money, the money, the money. That's how a prostitute think. And I'm going to be honest, the way some of y'all dress today is no different than a prostitute either. So you're dressing like a prostitute on the blade. You're cash, like, you know what I'm saying, transactional things. So I guess that's why the man say, well, you look the part, you acting the part. I might as well, hey, go all the way through with it, right? But a lot of men is not going to sit up here and be cool with you, always got your hand out. Because, see, I hear the videos, I see them, and let me tell y'all something. I couldn't be any kind of these dudes today. Because the moment you ask for something, I'm going to say, oh, she broke. I do not want to deal with no broke woman. No. Because women that got their act together don't ask a man for a freaking thing. And fellas, that's the women that you want. The woman that don't ask you for anything financially. Why? Because she got a career, she got a business, she don't really need you for anything like that. If she's with you because she wants to be and she wants companionship, not what you can do for her in the area of finance. Matter of fact, when you do get to a certain age, gentlemen, you need to get a woman that actually has something going on for herself. She should be deep into her career or her business, period. Listen, there's nothing wrong with asking a woman, what do you do for a living? And if she's turned off by you asking that, because I've heard some women in videos say, I get turned off if they ask me that. Well, a man should get turned off. So it's not wrong for him to ask what you do for a living. That's called getting to know each other, right? What you do for work? Well, I do this. What you do for work? I do that. That's it. If you're that elusive and secretive, like, no. I got to know if you taking care of yourself. You could be living at your mama's house and not doing nothing. I don't want to get with a woman that's a problem. I want a woman that's, especially at certain ages, she didn't have her own everything. Just like a man should have his own everything. You understand? Don't get with no broke woman. I'll tell any man that, don't you get a broke woman. You getting past 30, definitely 35, and she don't have nothing, man, you crazy to get involved with her as a man. So yeah, you do need to find out what she do for a living, what she got going on. And that way it won't be transactional because she got her own money. Let me tell you something, broke women are always asking for money. And just like they don't want to be with a broke man, you don't be with a broke woman, period. It is what it is. Listen, it's better for two people that got something going on to get together than a dude that got something going on and she ain't got nothing going on. Then she's going to be a financial burden on you, bro. No, get with a woman that got something going on just as much as you got going on, and now y'all going to win at that point because now both of y'all, quote unquote, bring at least the finances to the table. Both of y'all do. And you could build with that. You could build with a woman that got something going on, man. But a woman don't have nothing going on at all. Oh, no. You're not, because you can't be a daddy. Don't be a daddy. Her asking you this, asking you, okay, now you want me to be your daddy? That's what he did a long time ago. That's not my job. You grown doggone woman, you ask for your nails done. Where you work for a living? No, you shouldn't be the only time you should be getting nails done and hair done and all that stuff done, the only time you should be doing this is when she's, okay, long-term girlfriend, wife, definitely for your wife, okay? Because, wife, you do everything for your wife. But just met you, well, he want to go out with me. I asked him to get my nails done. I mean, if he can't do that, then I'm like, man, no, you broke. Get your own thing done. And I want you fellas in 2026 to adapt that mentality. If she asking you for money constantly, she's broke. And don't get with her. Period. Now, I know someone say, well, that's a sassy attitude. Don't matter what you say. You can just run off at the mouth. Everybody should bring something to the table financially, the male and the woman. Just like a woman's doing great for herself, she don't want no broke dude. She don't. Same thing with men. You don't want no broke woman. Period. And there's a lot of women out here they act together, a lot of them. So pick from that pool of women.